Hey guys, thanks for checking out my new channel, MRep Review 22. Like I promised before, guys, there's a website on the way. All the niceties of most websites. Will have all the reviews on there, so you won't have to worry about stuff getting shut down. It'll also have an area where you can trade kicks with other people, trade kicks with me, sell kicks, all that other stuff. So if you have reps or authentics you're trying to get rid of, hopefully my site can help you do that. Alright, with that being said, let's get into this review. I wanted to compare a pair of authentic gammas to the newest AAA version that's out. So I don't know, can you guys tell which one is which? Alright, if you guys don't know, the right pair is the authentic. The left pair is the rep. Okay, so right pair authentic, left pair rep. So I'm going to do a couple side-by-sides. We can talk about some of the differences. Let's talk about the front. The authentic's a 10.5. The rep is a 10. So there's a small, slightly difference in size. But I do think you can still get the gist of the toe box. From the front, they go to the same height, which is great. This piece goes to about the same height as well. When you tilt it upward, though, the patent on the gammas are a tiny bit shorter than on the authentics. I don't think it's a make it or break it. It is a small thing, but I do think you notice it when you put it side by side. And if you're ever trying to figure out which one's authentic or which one's not authentic, the short toe box might be one way to tell. Moving up a little higher, they use the same material for the mesh, which is great. Laces are exactly the same. For the most part, if you get in a little closer, you can see that this one looks a little bit more braided than this. This one, not for nothing, it kind of feels like it would fray a lot quicker. This one feels like a lot tighter braided. So the laces are slightly different from, I mean, a tiny distance away they look exactly the same, but when you get all up on it, you can see. The tags, they use a different quality. I don't know why they did that on this one. Usually the supers, they use the same exact quality on these tags so that the print on them looks identical to the pair of authentics. They used a lesser quality one, and you could tell because it's not, the lettering isn't as, the colors don't pop as well. They're dull. They look a little faded. Don't get me wrong, it does look faded. It looks as if you worn it a few times and it's a little dirty, but it hasn't been worn. So this, you know, not to make it or break it, because even if you wear the authentics a couple times, this lettering is gonna dull just as you get them a little dirty. But right off the bat, this one is just way more defined than this, and I think you can tell right there. You can see how much the maze pops on this pair versus on the rep, which is this pair. And then if you're looking at the Jordan sign, I think it's really obvious that it doesn't pop as much. Sizing wise, though, everything is the right size. Third space also, the mesh feels exactly the same. On the inserts, they both use Columbia colored inserts. They are the right shades, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay. The inside looks identical. No issues on the inside. The leather they use here is identical, which is nice. Flip it around. I had thought this when I had first got them, that the 2-3 wasn't as defined, and now that I have a pair of authentics next to me, I definitely know they're not as defined. Again, it looks as if they were worn a few times. Like, the color is right. It just looks like dull, like you've been rocking them, and they've just gotten dirty with time. So I don't know. I mean, you could contemplate if you want to do the 2-3 fix. The spacing on them is right, so I probably wouldn't even fuck with it. I'd probably just leave it. No, this one's in the sun. Can't see the Jumpman sign. There we go. Jumpmans look legit on both of them. Now let's go to the carbon fiber. On the reps, which is this pair, they did improve upon the carbon fiber. Doesn't scratch so much, but it definitely has the 3D carbon fiber look to it, which is nice. And this is what the real one should look like. So it's definitely a great improvement. From a tiny distance away, I don't think you can tell the difference between either one of them if you had it on foot, especially if you're walking. I love it. That's the biggest fix on these. I think they did a great job on getting that right. Alright guys, so that's the Rep versus Authentic review. Definitely think the Super Perfects are a great buy. Only thing is, if you can find the Authentics for the same price on one of these rep sites, definitely go with the Authentic. It may cost you an extra like 20, 30, 40 bucks. But I mean, it's 40 bucks for a pair of Authentics versus a pair of reps. If you don't want to spend it, or you find somebody randomly selling a pair of Supers, definitely a must buy. They are great quality. Alright guys, take it easy.